Hello everyone, my name is Shambhavi. We hope you all are doing well. So basically now today we are gonna see three types of variables that are public, protected and private, right? These three are the variables that we are gonna see, and then we are gonna see that how to access these using the classes. So what I would just do here for a while is that I would just put on these three semicolons, and inside this I would firstly let you know that what actually I mean from public. Public are the variables, are the variables which anyone can use. Anyone from anyone, sense I just mean that the class can also use as well as the child class can also use. Okay. So for the public, basically what I just say that public variables are the accessible variables. Accessible variables. It means you can just access these public variables from anything that is either class or the child class. Right. Second, basically I have here that is protected. Now, protected variables are the variables which can only be accessed with the help of okay, I would just write here exist, A-double-C-E-double-S-E-D. I would just write it exist with the exist with the child class. Okay, so protected variables are the variables which can only be accessed with the child class. And what about the private variables? So private variables are the variables which can only be exist with the class name. Other than this, nothing like none of the variables on any other class cannot access this. Okay, the private variables which we have here that can only and only be accessed with the name of the class. Right. So just let me quickly take a quick revision about all the three which I have discussed right now. So public variables are the variables which can be accessed from the class as well as and from the child class. So protected variables are the variables which can be accessed only and only with the child class, right? And private variables are the variables which can only and only be accessed with the class name. Right. Now, basically, how to declare these things inside the class, let me show you that thing, right? So, I would just make a class here. Let's say my class name is a student. Okay, let's say this is student is a class which I had made here. So, inside this, now let's say I just make a variable that is number and number underscore of underscore subject, right? Let's say this is the name of the variable which I had made. And let's say I just assign this a value as 5. Okay, so now basically what is this? This is actually my public variable. Public variable means this is a class variable. So for the class variables, we can say the public variable is another name for the class variable, okay? Because these can be accessed with the help of the class and from the help of the object as well. As I have shown you this example in the very first video, sorry, in the very second video when I have discussed about the class variables, right? That I have shown that you can access a class variable with the help of the object name and even with the help of the class as well. So that is the why these class variables are actually called as the public variables. Now, procedure for declaring a protected variable is that firstly you need to put a underscore, that is mandatory. So whenever we just put one single underscore, so we automatically the program automatically this Python programming language understands that okay, at this place you are declaring a protected variable, right? I would just write underscore, and in front of that I would write PROT. That means I'm just declaring a protected variable, and let's say I just assign it a value as, let's say, 4. Okay. Now if I just want to declare a private variable, so private variables are the variables that can only be accessed with the help of the class name, right? I want to declare that. So whenever we are just using two underscores, okay, whenever we are just using two underscore and simply writing PRI, so this means that here I am declaring a private variable. So number of subjects is my public variable. Then basically this underscore PROT is my protected variable, and underscore PRI is basically my private variable. Let me just quickly write out that thing here. So this one is the protected variable, and basically this one is my private variable. Okay, that I have just written here. Okay, come on to the next line, and basically here I would just define a function. Let's say that okay, that was with def underscore init, and inside this I would just pass it as a name, and even I would just pass, let's say, a name I have done. After that I would just pass a class. Okay, Okay, I'll just not pass class because otherwise this will actually relate to the class keyword which we are using. I would simply pass, see the, okay, just 1 second. Right, I would simply write here A marks, okay, A marks. And after that, let's say I would just declare A is standard. That would be okay. Right, so these three are the things which I have declared here. So what I would be just doing is that I would be writing self dot name is equal to A name, right? After that, I would be writing self dot marks is equal to A marks, right? And after that, I'll be writing self dot standard, right? Standard is equal to A standard, fine. These three are the variables which I have taken here. So parameters which I had passed inside the function are A name, A marks, and A standard, okay? And these three are basically referring to the name, marks, and standard which will be making the object and storing inside them. Okay, that I have just done till now. So this is all. Okay, right now what I would just do is that I would just come out of this function and I would just make one more function, and that function is, let's say, details. Okay, because even if I just making a function, so what I would just do is that I even want to print the whole statement, okay, for this. So I would just use my return statement here, and with that return I would use my f string, because what I would just want, the format which I want to be displayed here as an output is that basically, let's say if I just write name is, so in between after that name is, this name should be present whatever I am entering. After that, let's say marks are, that marks should be present whatever I am entering here, right? So I want the things to be in this format. So for that only, I am simply passing here the f string. So I would just write name is, and in the bracket the variable in which I have stored the name. So that is self dot name. Self dot name. Right. So I would just put a comma. I would just write here marks are, and again in the curly brackets I would add here self dot marks, okay? And basically coming out and at the last I would just write here, and I would just write here standard is, again I would put the curly bracket, and inside the bracket I would just write self dot standard. Right, so these are the things that I have made here, and this is the function which I had done. So after this, my next step would be, I would be coming out of my function and making an object. Let's say my object is 1. Okay, so 1 is my object, so 1 is equal to, and let's say student was my class, so I just made this object for my student class, right? Now what I can just do is that if I just want to run 1 dot details, okay, before inside this student class as well, I would just write the uh, details whichever I just want. Let's say name, marks, and standard. So let's say name is, let's say Ria, okay, let's say name is Ria, and the marks are, let's say 65, and the standard is, let's say 11, right? These are three details which I mentioned. After this I would simply print, and here I would just write 1 dot details, right? And I'll just put the bracket and now run it here. So let me show you that what output we'll be getting. So the output which I'm just getting is like looking nicer. So that is name is Ria, marks are 65, and the standard is 11, right? So this was the reason that I just passed that f string here, because I wanted the output to come into this way. If you do not want this, you can just simply remove this f string and simply return a statement, okay? Now, what we were discussing about was the public, protected, and private. Now, if I just want to access my public variable with the help of the object, so I would be able to do that thing. Okay, so if I just write out the print statement here, and inside that, if I just write 1 dot, and my variable is number of subjects, right? This is a variable, class variable, and that is the public same as well, right? I would just run it here. So after running, see what output I am getting. I am getting the output that is 5. So this is the required output that I have entered here as a value for my variable, right? So this, as I mentioned, that public variable can be accessed with the help of the class and with the help of the object as well. So if, instead of 1, if I just simply write here student, okay, if I write here student and then run, then basically it will again run and it will be showing me the same output which we have seen previously, that was 5. Okay, so it can be accessed with the help of the class or with the help of the object as well. So we just call that object as child class as well. Okay, now moving towards my protected variable. Definition which I just told about the protected variable was we can access the protected variables with the help of the child class only. Child class means with the help of the object only. If I just write here one dot underscore PROT, this was how we have declared, right? And now if I just run this program here, so have a look that what output I am getting. I am getting the answer here as 4. Let's go above and verify it. So here underscore PROT was having the value which is 4, and this was my protected variable, right? So that I just got here. Now instead of this one, if I just write here the name of my class, okay? If I just write the name of my class, and now if I just run it here, then also I'm just getting the answer here as 4. So even this can be accessed with the help of the name of the class as well. Now what actually comes here is that if I simply try to access this thing with the help of, like if I just try to access this thing with my public class, sorry, with my private variable, okay, what will I do here is that I will simply write out the print statement, and if I just write here one dot, and here I just write underscore underscore, okay, private variables can be accessed with the help of the class, right? So if I just write here student and dot, and if I just write here underscore underscore, and if I just write PRI, that is my private variable, right? And now if I just run it here, so basically now, okay, so here I am getting an output that type of object student has no attribute PRI. Now why I am getting here? So basically here I would introduce you to a new term, and that term is basically called as name mangling. Let me quickly write out this statement here, that is name mangling, right? So what does this name mangling actually means? This means that whenever I just try to access my private variable of my class with the help of my name class, it will show me some error like this, because I need to add, like I need to use a different way, different procedure here. That is the reason that it was showing me. Okay, so I need to put one underscore in front of my like this function, this name of the class as well. Okay, I need to put the one underscore in front of my class as well, that is underscore student, and I need to write the name of the object as well. Okay, it is saying that it has no object, that is attribute. Let me just quickly remove this thing from here, and now let me just quickly run out. Okay, let me just go above once and check out the name for my class, that is a student underscore underscore PRI. Yes, so now basically just let me quickly do this thing here, and let me, okay, I would just write, remove it from here, and now if I just run it and put this underscore here, and now if I just run it, try running it, see, now here I just got the output, and that is 3. So basically that dot need not to be like put here, we do not need to put any dot at this place. Okay, so this is basically how we access the private variable. So whenever we just apply this procedure, that is first you need to write the name of the object, after that you need to put a dot, you need to write underscore, then the class name, and then double underscore PRI, that is basically my private variable, right? So whenever we just try on this thing, so this is actually called as name mangling. So name mangling actually refers that, let's say you have declared a private variable, so this will not be accessed so much easily, that let's say you are just writing something and instead of that, like in a hurry, you just simply like accessed your private variable from here. So this should not happen. So in that case, basically it is a little bit complicated to remember. You need to write the name of the object, put a dot, write an underscore, and after that put the name of the class, that is a student, right? And then double underscore and PRI, that is private, right? So this is basically how we just like try to access the public, protected and private variables of a class, and this is how we just declare them, this is how we just like access these variables, right? So at last I will just quickly give the revision once more, that public variables are the variables which can be accessible with the help of the class and with the help of the object. Protected are the ones which can be accessed with the child class, and private are the ones which can be accessed with the class name. And here one concept applies, that is name mangling, that I have already told you, right? This is all for this video. Till then, thank you and take care.